What's up, guys? It's your boy DopeRandy back at it again with another episode of the F1 24 career mode. As we're gonna go to Azerbaijan and take on the street course in Baku for today's race. Before we do that, though, we gotta check out what we did in in Monza at the Italian Grand Prix, and yeah, I thought it was going to be a disaster, but it ended up being decent. We started 7th, we started P7, and passed a couple of calls on the start, and then we somehow, well, not somehow, but we almost died in the parabola, gave a couple spots back, and then we kind of just rode, honestly, for the rest of the race. It was a kind of a boring race, honestly. Actually, yeah, there wasn't really much that we got into. Everyone was all broken out in a pack. 2 distinct packs, and we was kind of just in the middle, because that we just could not get anything down, unfortunately. We finished 6th, so that's good. We take it and we move on. In the standings here, we all 6th, 7 points behind Fernando, 27 behind Verstappen, and 33 behind Lando. So anything is possible here. And maybe, and you notice Leclerc DNF'd. He was the championship leader. For what it looks like to have the constructors locked up, but we shall see about the rest of it. We're getting towards... Yeah, we only have, what, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... We only have 8 races left. Yeah, 8 races left, so... this is... If you're going to make a championship move, now is the time to do it. And yeah, let's see what we can do. Alright. And then we got the 2 upgrades we had to fix in the last episode. There you go.
I know we were expecting some new developments to come through, but some of them have failed quality control. We'll need to tell the team what to redevelop via the R&D screen.
What? I think that's a glitch. Yeah, that's a glitch, Soul. Yeah, that's a glitch. Alright, and we're just about on even with the Alpines. I bet. Baku. Here we go.
I'm afraid we've dropped to P22.
And here we are for qualifying from Azerbaijan, as we have 5 minutes left on the clock here. And so I have optimism for this race, right? However, we're gonna have to use a different setup and a different different setup than what we did last year if we want to have some success. I do think we can make something happen. And this is a cool track in Azerbaijan at the Baku Street Circuit. But no, I feel like I've got a good long run piece. So the key, I think, would be if I can start up front heel, that would eliminate half the battle. And I have good. Here's the castle corner, which we get through just fine. That's high. That's high and wide. That's not what we wanted. Alright, how's the splits? Alright, still up pretty good on the bottoms, so that's good. Good momentum, and then we can just try to just maximize the speed. We're gonna come to the line in P9 with a 139.093.
Welcome from Baku. This was the arena, if you think back to 2017,
Baku?
of one of the most eventful races of modern history.
Oh.
Controversy behind the safety car, last second overtakes, and a historic podium for Williams and for Lance Stroll. Let's find out what lies in store for us this year. It's time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Baku City Circuit then. It's an unpredictable 3.7-mile track around the streets of the Azerbaijan capital. 20 turns for our drivers to navigate today, including the infamous Turn 8, one of the tightest and most challenging corners of the season. Before we begin, let's take a quick look at the grid lineup for today's race.
Yeah, coming out of that keyhole.
And a very happy Carlos Sainz will
Look at that.
second.
They 1/1000th of a second separates those two.
Gasly,
And now 3/10 up on the field. Oh lord.
Stroll, Norris, Russell, the governor, Fernando
Start
Alonso,
P10.
Hamilton, Oscar Piastri, Tsunoda, Hulkenberg,
Piastri down
Sargent,
in the back a little bit.
Ocon, Joe,
Olocon's in the
Magnussen,
back.
Bottas, Hauger, and Ollie Beb. And now
And
it's
we
time
started
to head
last.
down to the track. And alongside me today.
Okay, Mark here. Let's get another points finish today. I just want to say good luck. We're all counting on you.
That is the plan. Another points finish. We all P10. That's we did go a little wide in the key coming out of the keyhole. I guess that's what you call it, Tornate. Oh my god!
It's responding normally. Make sure to warm up the tyres and brakes. Warm the tyres and brakes throughout the lap, please.
I almost just hit the wall. Just not paying attention. We got Lando Norris on the hard tiles. That's interesting. It's a very interesting strategy from the McLaren driver.
No rain expected. No rain expected for the time being.
But no, this is about all of the short run speed I had. Now, with that said, I feel like we've got a good racing core today. Speed was not really the issue. Like I said, I did go a little high coming out of the keyhole. We probably could have gained a spot or two. But P10, that's ahead of all of the chaos. Cause I mean, I tell ya. I don't know how Lando's gonna react on those whole tires coming out at the starting blocks. And we all just behind George Russell here. In the Mercedes. And the other Mercedes, Lewis Hamilton, is in P12, so and we got Fernando behind us. So we have a pretty good little five-some right here. Actually, like he said, this is an unpredictable race. A lot of uncertainty can come from this race. We just have to survive. Survive to the next lap and just take advantage of what we can get. As we're going to come up on the starting block, and we will have that inside line.
Superb
Oh, yeah.
mate. Let's make sure we get the edge on the surrounding drivers as the lights
Yeah,
go out.
if we can be beside of Russell here, as we got 4 and 5 red lights and away we go. And yeah, Lando does not get the best jump on those whole tile. Oh my lord. That's the underbody. I threw it.
Okay, the underbody's taken some damage. You might start to notice it soon.
I threw that bitch in there. Oh, he just hit the wall. Lance just hit the wall. I threw that in there. But it's stuck. We got 3 spots out of it. Well, it might be 2 here because Stroll. Oh no, we finned him off. I about hit Verstappen. I had to evade. Alright. As here we come up on the keyhole. And everyone gets through scot-free up to this point. Yeah, the underbody did take some minor damage. Yeah, it looks like minor. It's not that big of a deal. So we should be alright. Well, all in all, that was a pretty successful start to the GP. Cause yeah, you don't realize it's a quick. That is a very quick route from the start to turn 1.
This lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
And Stroll, we gained on Stroll a shit ton in that. And Russell has gotten around Stroll. And we've put a considerable gap. As those two are battling for P8, we have...
Look out for a bit of understeer when trailing the car ahead. They're going to be giving off dirty air, which is going to affect our tyres, so try to get past.
Dude, I can't. It's like, I can't come up on another call like that. As we got Albon, Sword Shield. Oh, okay, we made it through the kink again, or the keyhole.
The underbody's taken a little damage. Just watch out for it.
Yeah, that was from when we sent that bitch in there on lap 1. But hey, it's not. It ain't like the front wing where the underbody. I mean, it's not good, but it's not the end of the world that we took damage from the underbody. We'll be alright. Biggest problem right now, I need to get to Verstappen. And Sergio Perez, who has finally qualified up front in one of these races in the Red Bull.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Actually, I go up to 218 miles an hour with the battery. That's a lot. Yeah, that might be the plan. Just abuse the battery on that long straight. Save it everywhere else, especially if I can maintain in these 3's DRS. And what an interesting... We got Albon, who's been running great lately. Then you have Sergio, who it's great to see him up here with his teammate for once. And then Mats. And we all know about Mad Mats. And it looks like Russell's starting to put some distance on Lance Stroll. Actually, it looks like the field is starting to spread out. If I can just maintain and match his DRS, I won't have to use the battery. And I won't. And it looks like Sergio's going to go side by side.
Small amount of time to the car behind. Let's keep pushing.
Sergio is side by side. Alex Albon for that 4th spot. Still side by side. And that's going to bring me in for Verstappen. Verstappen now goes ahead of Albon, who lost that spot to Sergio. Oh, Matt's going to try to go past them both. And he's going to do it. Max Verstappen in the Red Bull goes past Albon and then past Checo in one corner to go from 6th to 4th. And now we are going to try to get past Albon. Not really a good passing zone, but we made that walk up into the 6th spot we go. Yeah, Alex is starting to struggle. I know it's only lap 4, but he's starting to struggle a tad here. And that has brought George Russell to the party. As we got a caution on the track. Oh, and well, that might be Albon. Yeah, it's Albon, because I don't even see him anymore. Alex Albon, I think, has a mechanical problem, and he is out of this race. I think it's Albon. Yeah. Unfortunate, yeah, and it is Albon in the Williams. That sucks. Back-to-back mechanical failures for the Williams gang. Last race it was Logan Sargent. This race it is Alexander Albon, who was running. I mean, heck, when we started this last lap, he was 4th. But on a lap where he was running 4th, on lap 4. He doesn't even complete it with a mechanical issue. And that's tough. That is brutal. But I could see that because, yeah, he started to struggle a little bit coming out of that corner. It was especially started here where he started to struggle. But now we're in the 6th, and dude, I think George Russell here in the Mercedes, he is flying today. Because he has ran, oh, that's not a good corner. He has ran us down. And the Red Bulls have kind of put some distance on us. As they have cleared up.
Keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.7 seconds.
Actually, I'm gonna have to use the battery just to get away from Russell. Because it's a lethal battery. I will say that. Because look how much ground I can just pull on him. Like it's nothing. But he will hit me with that DRS, though. Oh, we got a caution, and that is Sergio blowing up. Sergio Perez.
Okay, clear.
It just had a huge ball of smoke. Has blown up in Baku. And he is the second driver to retire from the race with mechanical problems. Right in front of us, too. Holy shnikes. You gotta be on your P's and Q's at all times. For that reason right there.
Some information on Perez. Okay, it looks like the problem's terminal. They're retiring the car.
Oh, I'd say it's terminal, all right. He blew up right in front of us. Everyone did a great job to evade. Yeah, everyone did a great job to evade, so we just keep on, and he pulled off into that accident, into the escape road. So yeah, we move. Well, we're up to 5th. Remember, we started 10th in this race. We're up to 5th. I mean, like I said, this race is unpredictable. I didn't think it'd be to the point. I mean, we've had 2 engine failures right in front of us here. And that's contributed to...
The car ahead's starting to create a gap. They're just starting to pull away from us now.
Yeah, I think Verstappen... I don't think we're gonna catch... Well, we may. I did say I thought I liked this car in the long run. We've been able to keep George Russell here behind us. So that's good. Well, right when I say that, the car just danced off the apron a little, danced off the rumble strips. Yeah, I can't really focus on George. I just have to drive my race. Because I don't think he can pass me. He's been on my bumper now for the past handful of laps, and he can't do it. He hasn't even looked to pass. Besides, this is where I could really pull away from him. Is right here when I hit that battery and this thing is gone. Because look at that, we go 211. We did hit 211.
Okay, so gap to the car ahead, 1.9 seconds. Gap to your teammate behind, 13.4 seconds.
Yeah, that would be the Ollie Bellman MP. Technically, he'd be P19. So, got that going for you. But what this has done... Oh, well, there goes George. He doesn't make the pass, though, but that was the first time he's looked to the inside of us. This entire race. But like I was saying, this has created a gap to lay it show almost 4 seconds ahead of us or behind us. Yeah, we're right at 4 seconds ahead of Mr. Stroll. And it looks like he's got company with his Aston Martin teammate right behind him. But we're settling in here. After 8, we're gonna complete lap 8 this time by.
Tire condition still looking good.
I would hope so, pal. But yeah, the two Ferraris are on a whole nother zip code. Like, look at that. They are those 2 dots. So they're in a whole nother planet. Unfortunately.
Approaching the pit window now, and you're gonna be on hards next time.
How are the tiles looking? So I'm really wearing out the reels in this race. But even at that, I'm not really wearing them out. It's just fine. And it looks like Fernando Alonso has gotten around Lance Stroll. I wonder if I can... Nah, it's too early for that. I'll pit net, not this lap, but the next lap. I'm going to come down pit road. Because, yeah, the tires are not wearing out at all. And I got to get off of George somehow. But with that, we are catching. So, I think Verstappen's going to overtake. So, we got Pierre Gasly in the Alpine in third place. We got Gasly in third. I think we're going to pull away from George here.
And gap to the car in front, 2.8 seconds.
I'm going to pit this lap. Because, yeah, the tires ain't wearing out at all. And I'm gonna try to get to Gasly. Not so much Verstappen, because I think Verstappen's the better call. As it looks like George is going to go on the inside of us. But I'm going to maintain that run. And he's going to have to back off. We maintain the 5th spot on the track. But yeah, well, before we got to battling, though, I think we can get Gasly. We were faster than him. We were slightly catching him. The two of us. Yeah, even with George right here. So if I can just try to short pit and gain some ground on the Alpine. Because yeah, I think Mats is... I don't think we got enough of Mats today. We definitely ain't got enough. Don't tell me he's pitting. Motherfucker, he's pitting. Oh no, he ain't pitting. What the hell was that? What was... Okay, buddy. You didn't have to do that, George. Yeah.
Okay, go. That was a fantastic stop. Faster than we were expecting. Pit strategy complete. See these tyres through to the end now.
Oh, and see, here's the issue. Issue's gonna be is that I am going to be in the back. And I already got damage to that tile. 5% ain't that big of a deal, but... Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this one bit. Okay. I gotta manage what I got here. Cause yeah, this is not what we wanted. Damn it! I keep hitting the wall. As we got pit stops all forming here. And I'm gonna have to use a mollywop here I have to get around at least Haugle. I hope he's not pitting. He ain't. Haugle, where do you think you're going?
ERS is low. ERS is low. Consider changing mode to MFD.
Holy shit! I shot that gap! Holy shit balls! I shot that fucking gap! That was risky! That was risking it for the fucking biscuit! And holy shit, that worked! How, I don't know, but we got around Bellman and Hauger with that. Especially when he went low, my whole... I thought it was going to be wing damage. But see, now the issue is... I'm basically right where I was. In the sense that I cannot pass heal. So I hope this doesn't come back to backfire. Yeah, but I mean... Alright, the plan is I gotta get around Hulkenberg. I gotta be ahead of Hulkenberg by the time we get to turn 1. I'm gonna use this battery like a fucking... Alright, so we're gonna pass Chow, no problem. I think Hulkenberg's coming down pit road. He is, they're all coming down pit road. Okay.
Okay, gap ahead, 8.8 seconds. Ollie's in the pits. Ollie in the pits now.
Teammate is in the pits. Yeah, we lost time to Fernando. George beat us out. George just beat us out of the pits. So we lost time on that cut.
The car ahead of you's just fitted the hard tyres. Car ahead now on the hard compound.
Yeah, we ended up losing time though. Cause yeah, we were about 5 seconds ahead of Fernando. Not now, we're not. But I guess the one piece of good news, he doesn't have Stroll anymore, so we're gonna see if Alonso's got some speed in that Aston Martin. And unfortunately for... I think this is going to be perfect for George here. Because he's going to get he's going to get Piastri's DRS right here. And Piastri's going to go into the pits. Unless... Oh, well, no, he did. Oh, he didn't. But he's still going to get his... Oh, he can't pass him! Oh, that's a thump. That's...
Okay, so we're leading our teammate by 21.3 seconds.
That's a low-key, that's a missed opportunity for George. Because now he's going to be behind Piastri even more here. He's got to get around him. He ain't going to do... He won't do it on this DRS straight. And that's the only one, and that's the last one till the end of the lap. That's a break. That's a break for us. Because, yeah, we're just gonna tuck in behind George here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. The McLarens will...
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
Horde. Oh, but oh, that's right. The McLarens were on the Horde tires. That's right. Oscar and Lando were both on the Horde tires to start this race. And they haven't made a pit stop yet. So they're gonna go for a minute. So they can keep going. But still, you gotta use this if you had to use this opportunity for George. Cause I have slapped off half of this gap in this lap. And now it's gonna even increase even more with this. Oh, Piastri's gonna try, but Russell's gonna get him. Yeah, Russell's got him. Although side by side, they might have made contact. Piastri's gonna defend low. I'm gonna have DRS to Piastri. And that just set, I will say that set up my pass perfectly. Because I'm gonna DRS, pass, and roll up into P7.
Great maneuver. You made it look so easy.
It was easy. When you've got, I mean, dude's Piastri's on 15 lap old horde tires. Like, buddy. I'm not 100% sold on this strategy by McLaren. I'm gonna have to see it play out. Because, yeah, now you're getting past. And it ain't like, I mean, if you pit with like, unless you pit with like, the only way that could have worked is if you pitted. Yeah, that, I don't know. I don't think that's gonna work. But yeah, we got George here. And now it's basically like what it was. Oh, we got Lando in the pits. Yeah, Lando is, I think, as we're gaining on Russell. Oh, shit!
These tires need to get us to the end of this race.
That was perfect! That was a perfect slingshot on George Russell. We're up in the fifth again. Holy shit. I almost made that a disaster. But yeah, Lando pits. And if it's not the soft tiles, then I don't know what the fuck he just did.
Okay, so all of our tyre pressure data is currently reading 0. Assuming they still look inflated to you, we're going to guess that it's just a bad sensor. Shouldn't be anything to worry about.
Yeah, that's the weekly message about that. Yeah, we'll low-key kind of pull it away from George here. Maybe the whole tires fit us better. And there is one positive, because I did mention that I would like to gain ground on Gasly, because I think we're faster.
Okay, gap to the car in front, 3.2 seconds.
And now
Your teammate behind, 25.5 seconds.
Now I see Piastri has pitted. So both McLarens have pitted. But Verstappen and Gasly swapped. So yeah, Gasly is now 4th and we're 5th. But we did gain ground on Gasly, because if you remember, it was about 5 seconds. The gap when we made the pit stop, as I just nicked that wall. But we got Russell here. The goal, let's see if we can catch We're gonna come up on 9 laps to go. There he is right there off into the distance in the Alpine. I don't know if we're gonna catch him. We're gonna try, because I think just the pure straight line speed. I'm gonna have to open up this battery. I'm gonna have to, if I can open up this battery and just go to town.
Okay, gap to the car ahead, 2.8 seconds.
Because yeah, that's what we're gonna have to do. We're basically gonna have to be a draft. Me and George is gonna have to be a draft. And it won't fail because we did just gain about a half a second. But what we can't do is what George is trying to do and pass. Because that's just going to kill all of our momentum. He backs out of it. We do lose about... We lost a 10th. But yeah, that's going to be the plan. I'm going to have to survive this... We're going to have to survive from this part of the track on. And then the two of us is just gonna have to draft. Yeah, because Gasly just shit on us in the castle corner. It's kind of back up to where it was at 3.5. But on this we get them on the straights. But that's what we're gonna have to do. And we'll see how much of a gap we can cut down right here. It's under 3. About 2.6, 2.7. And we're just gonna have to Piastri with the fastest lap. As he did just... Yeah, that makes sense. Problem is he's back outside of the...
Here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 2.7 seconds.
Problem is he could get points. I think it's going to be close. If he keeps up that pace, he could get points. This has been a great lap for us. We've gained about a second since the last launch straightaway. We've even gained marginally on Verstappen. Oh, I got really close to that wall that time, but I gotta maximize the straight line speed. And cutting the coal and toning it minimizes your speed. Actually,
Okay,
well,
so we're leading our teammate by 28.3 seconds.
we're under 2 seconds now. If we keep up this pace, we're gonna catch him. We're gonna catch him. If we keep up this pace.
Okay, no issues with tyre wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
I would hope not. Even though I did scrub off some good... I scrubbed off the freshness at the very beginning of this run. On that corner right there. As again, I kind of just fumbled that. If we can just maintain a good run here. it's not what we want, but we didn't give it all back either. Still about 2.3. So yeah, oh well, we gained a couple of tenths on that corner alone.
Okay, information on Sainz. Okay, they're slowing down. It seems like there's some kind of problem with their car.
Oh shit! Carlos Sainz. I guess that's him in second. That second dot is, I guess, having a mechanical issue. Yeah, he's having a mechanical issue. Is he?
Managing your tires. Manage your tires.
Yeah. Oh, that is a significant. He's lost a huge chunk of time to his teammate since he sent that message. So I don't know. I mean, I think he's just gonna continue to ride this out. At least that's what I would do. I just ride it out until the thing blows up. But that would be the third different team, the third driver from the third different driver from a third different team to have mechanical problems. And if he can't, if he can't fold you on completely here, this is for if he can't completely continue. Because, that gap is... I don't know. He's going to have to slow down significantly to drop back to us. But all of a sudden, Gasly is for a podium.
Okay, keep an eye on that gap ahead, please. 1.9 seconds.
George hasn't really made any inroads. I think he's kind of just bought along with my little plan here. Let's just catch him. Let's just catch Gasly and go from there.
Try and close the gap to the car ahead. It's currently 2 seconds up the road.
Well, now it's 1.2, bud. Or 1.2. Meanwhile, Lando has passed everybody behind us. It is up to P7 on those, and he took medium tires. And I tell you what, I shitted on that strategy. But I think it's actually going to work out for them. I actually think it's going to work out for them. Yeah, I actually think it's going to work out for the lads. Especially Lando. I don't know where he was before, but he wasn't 7th. I know that. And Oscar may sneak into the points. I doubt it, though. But yeah. So Leclerc is probably going to win this race. We got Sainz in P2, and you can tell he's got trouble. He's not nearly going as fast as he was. But now look at this. It's underneath a second now. It's underneath one.
Your teammate behind, 32.2 seconds.
Yeah, the gap to Gasly is now underneath a second. Huge development. And so now I can use DRS. And I can save the battery. Which is another development. Oh, I hit that rumble strip funny. Oh, that sucks. It bounced funny off the fucking rumble strip. That's some bullshit. And I tell you what, boys, I think Lando's gonna get here. If he keeps up that pace. If he keeps up that pace, he's going to be right there. At least he's going to be right there on George. So yeah, we ain't gonna get his DRS. We ain't gonna get Gasly's DRS for this straight. But we are gonna close in into this gap because I've got his slipstream. And I'm gonna.
Strong, but be aware these tires need to go the distance.
Yeah, we've ran down Gasly. And now the key is if I can just maintain distance with Gasly, I could use my battery and the slipstream and try to make a move coming out of this going into turn 1 on the next lap. But I gotta maintain this gap. Oh, that fucked it. That absolutely fucked it. That's 2 laps in a row, by the way, on the castle corner that I can't make a move. Because the coal was too ass. So yeah, he's gonna have DRS again. Or no DRS. I will say that was a great corner, a good second corner. We've pulled away from George considerably. And Sainz has now been demoted to 3rd place. Yeah, Sainz has lost the spot. I don't think we're going to get him. Oh, nudged it. Alright, Randy, for Pete's sakes. I've got to hit this castle. Once. Just once. I mean, that's not great, but it was a lot better than the past 2 laps, I can tell you that. It's gonna be serviceable. Oh shit. Oh, that was a shitty corner. That was a fucking shitty corner by us. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna be in his DRS right here. As we're coming to the white flag. That's not the best, but I can make it work. But here's the big run. I'm gonna have to make the move right now. Coming to the white flag, we got 1 lap to go in Azerbaijan. I'm gonna fake with the dipsy do, and we're gonna get around Gasly for 4th. We're gonna get around him for 4th. I'm gonna have to defend now. I'm gonna play defense. Just drain this battery as much as possible, and just drive the wheels off this thing. Because I think he's going to have to defend Russell. He's going to have to defend George Russell. But yeah. Oh, that was perfect. Where was that? It's amazing what clean air can do you? Right? But here we go. Here's the castle. One last time through the castle. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Becky. That's what the doctor ordered. As Charles Leclerc is going to win this race, he probably led every lap.
So gap to the car ahead, 5.2 seconds.
As Leclerc's going to take the line now, he does win. And, oh! I got loose coming out of that! But drain this battery and defend. Here he comes. But he ain't going to get there. We're going to get fourth out of this. Yeah, buddy. Woo! That was a...
Take care of the car on the way in.
That was a drive. P4. We should win. We do win driver of the day. We should. We started 10th and got 4th out of that.
And with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action.
Oh, wait.
More races lined up. Be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
Oh, Lando got around George Russell with the line. He did get around Russell with the line. How about that? How about that? And Oscar snuck into the points. So fair play to the... okay, so I gotta give McLaren their props then. Because, yeah, that should have... I shitted on that strategy, but one got 6th and the other one got 10th. Like, that's fair play. Fair play for the two McLarens. That was productive. Insane.
Solid at the moment. We should start considering where we can look to invest the profit we're making back into the team.
We got a durability. Okay, so here we go. Durability. Here we go. Thanks to a breakthrough in development, we have some additional resources to invest in O&D. However, the durability department are arguing that they are currently best placed to maximize the value of those resources instead of devoting them its. I mean, oh shit. Decisions. Oh, decisions. And let's see. So that's half off. Or do I get 1,000 points in order suggestion? And
Thanks.
that would be better for the team. They're probably not gonna like that too. We knew it. Just they're not gonna like that. Oh no. And regulation changes. Okay, so good. They're not mad. I mean, it is what it is, brother. It is what it is. So, to the points. We got 5th place back. We got 5th back ahead of Fernando. And Matt is actually overtaken Lando for 3rd. So, heck yeah. We gained on Alpine, we gained on Mercedes, we gained on Aston Martin, Mercedes, and the Alpines. Gained on Lando. Gained on Alonso, gained on George. That was a very productive race for us. And we've got some really good pace for Singapore. Like, we're damn good at that track. At least that's what I thought. So, I can't wait to do the next episode now. That's for another time. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, the next race is at Singapore. And I'll see y'all for then. You have a good one, and peace out, guys.